Welcome to the AI in L&D Weekly. It is Monday, the 10th of November, and I've got a couple of big stories for you this week, so let's dive into it. First big piece of news is that Mindsmith, the AI native e-learning platform that is essentially an AI builder for e-learnings, which I, for one, am a little bit disappointed in being such a huge growth industry, to be honest, because I personally believe the world doesn't need more e-learning. It needs better learning. But hey, whatever, what do I know? So Mindsmith have just announced a $4.1 million seed funding round. And if we open Mindsmith here, what you'll see is that it's basically create better e-learning faster. So it's a Gen AI authoring tool. If you're used to, I take it, Rise or anything like that, you'll be well aware of what they're talking about here. And in fact, Rise 360 does have an AI authoring tool within it as well, but Mindsmith is kind of billing itself as a native AI tool. And, you know, $4.1 million for a learning platform is pretty big, to be honest. So even if you're not using Mindsmith, maybe give it a go. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I've not tried it yet, but I will give it a go this week. Next up, news is that Degreed, so another kind of LRS system, has announced its MCP. So if you're not aware of what MCP is, that means Model Context Protocol. And MCP is like a way for AI and other systems to talk to each other more effectively, so to kind of shuttle data around more easily. So what they have got here is basically they've built an MCP into Degreed so that you can get Degreed to talk to things like Copilot, Claude, other different AI tools. And what that enables, as they say, is faster time to readiness. So you're going to be doing less kind of copy pasting, moving data between systems, reformatting, higher adoption. Degreed will then be able to operate and be pulled through into things like Copilot or ChatGPT, and then data you can trust. So you don't have to be like downloading CSVs or however else you download your data from an LMS. It just gets pulled through automatically. There's a data trail. It's auditable. It's much quicker and much more secure. That's the idea. So if you're a Degreed user, one worth exploring with your IT team. Then this report by Wharton has had a lot of chat around it this week, where there have been some pretty remarkable percentages thrown around. 82% of enterprise decision makers now use Gen AI weekly. And then the big one here is 3 in 4 enterprises, 75% of enterprises, already see positive returns on Gen AI investments, which is absolutely massive, especially after that news story a few weeks ago that was saying only 5% of experiments actually get anywhere. To see that 3 in 4 in this subset are getting ROI is pretty amazing. And I hope anyway, we're turning a bit of a corner away from the AI skepticism towards really seeing the potential for this and kind of embracing it and just going with it and continuing to experiment and really focusing on how can this stuff actually save us time, save us money, help us to not do the kind of drudge work and to focus on higher level creative and critical thinking tasks. So dig into that Wharton study if you want to learn more. And then 2 final short pieces of news. Coach Hub launches AI Coach Amy 2.0. So Coach Hub launched Amy 1.0 not that long ago, which I think was widely regarded as pretty good. Now they've launched their next one, Amy 2.0, and their whole goal, as we explored last week with Better Up, is to democratize access to coaching, basically. So Amy 2 is released. They have got 60 global clients, 50,000 coaching conversations. So again, I remain somewhat skeptical about AI coaching as a useful tool, but lots of people using it. It's being rated good or excellent, they say. So give that a try if you're looking for a coach. And finally, in more governments rolling out AI training, the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, has launched an AI for All initiative to empower the nation with future-ready technology skills. So again, in collaboration with one of these big tech companies, Google, the UAE has launched these suite of courses with the idea that they would build people's skills in AI. We saw this with South Africa, with Kenya, with the UK, with the USA. Lots of governments realizing that this is important to get ahead of, and training is actually what needs to happen now. I've been banging this drum for a couple of weeks, training, and that's in fact why I just took a job with Edify, one of the best UK training companies specializing in AI, and I'm going to be working with them to build AI courses for agencies and companies for the next while. So that's all for this week, Monday the 10th of November. I'll see you next week for the AI in L&D Weekly.